up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In them dirty apartments, stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shine. Like Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304. She don't want a 16, renegade on a make it. Buy a tree, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no random these. The sneaky if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In them dirty apartments, stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you every day. You know what I'm talking about? Well, you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broke me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings, that's where Granny went.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. Now Prescott. Quickly to the outside and complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now a screen set up for Tracy. He'll get it inside the 20. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 12th touchdown of the year. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. A a run now with Rivers. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Howell. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Howell. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He gets this complete to Dulcich. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Seattle.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Howell. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us. Here's a 2nd and 12. run with Tracy. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Here's a run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's a run with their tight end. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carry.
It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's deep for Olave. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. first and 10. They send him right out of the slot. A carry here for Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
On the play fake. Dak. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and other times it looks like they've never practiced at all. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Putting the tight end in motion. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Moore going in motion. Play fake. Prescott. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Cardinals. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game and number 14 for the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Cardinals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Howe. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough 1st half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Here's Howell. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Oh, yeah. And the Cardinals have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their 1st read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Whoa. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. To throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. He'll push forward for about a yard. Reek Woolen brings him down. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That is brought in to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Arizona. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw with Howell. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play for Seattle. It's a gain of 49. To throw is Howell. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On the RPO, quick throw to Olave. And he's going to be taken down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throwing is Hap, and for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Dak. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. It is a big gain for Arizona. 41 yards.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals.
Look up the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down. Coyotes Fairbairn on for the field goal.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's a designed run. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Back
to throw. And And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now give on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the give, it's Tracy. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
The Cardinals lining up for a punt, and he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be hit, dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A run here with Tracy on second down. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll stick with him again. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets this one up past the 30.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it. Cardinals. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say, so long from Glendale.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth.